This cannot be real. Oh my gosh. It's Scott the Woz.
You on a YouTube channel?
Hey beautiful humans, it's RidersDX, and today, I got some things to talk about. So I noticed something very odd about this video. I'm at a different angle. Now, in all seriousness, I thought I would dress for the occasion because I went to TooManyGames this past weekend, and this was what I was dressed at when I went to TooManyGames, you know? It was my second time going to the convention, and I thought, hey, let's have some fun and actually, do a little dress up and such. So I thought like the most easy way to do that was to just put on my SpongeBob Halloween costume, but I did buy like brown shorts, some white socks with red stripes, and I did put on those like shoes that came with the costume. So I was like, hey, I am like the second coming of SpongeBob. Let's go. There are 3 things that I did at this convention that were pretty insane. So I'm gonna go through each of them and just kind of explain to you why this is such an awesome convention, and if you got the time during next year, you should really consider coming to it. But for those of you who don't know, TooManyGames is a video game convention, and they have so many different things to do over there. So you've got all these like merch booths where you can buy tons of posters, old games and such, buy all the video game things you can think of in the world. You can play a lot of indie games on the show floor. A lot of indie developers like to come over here and show off their games. You can meet various online influencers and voice actors and all kinds of other kinds of people that are famous in this world for pictures, autographs, you name it. There's also panels, tournaments, cosplay contests, concerts. There's literally so much to do at this convention, and it was a ton of fun this year. The first thing I'll talk about is all the shopping that I did at this convention, because I did a bunch of shopping, and this was exactly what happened last year too. There was just so much good stuff that I could not pass off buying. And so I bought a bunch of different like portraits and such. I think my favorite one that I got from there was this rock bottom one. The artist's name is on it actually. What is it? It's Nick Lanza. I mean, I actually got to talk to him a little bit. I shared him my YouTube channel, so if he's watching, like this is amazing. I can't wait to put this on my wall. Thank you so much for like bringing this to the convention. There's also this picture. This came from an artist that I actually bought from last year as well, and this is like Movie Sonic. So you got like Movie Sonic, Movie Tails, Movie Knuckles, and Dr. Robotnik there from Jim Carrey, and this just looks gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. We've got like a custom drawing of Sweet Victory over here. This is so magical. Like, enough said. I have a Scott the Woz poster here. It's like a movie stylized poster of one of his like big episodes. This is such a great pick. I'm really glad I got this. And I got some of these like video game posters. Like I got this one of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, one of my favorite games of all time. This is like a Super Smash Brothers video game poster. So you got like a bunch of Smash Bros characters over there with Mega Man in the center for some reason. And then we got a Spyro poster here. I don't have anything Spyro related in terms of merch. So I saw this and I was like, this is a really good opportunity to finally start collecting some Spyro stuff. I wasn't actually in the mood to buy a lot of games, to be honest, but I saw this Super Sponge, and I've never owned Super Sponge. I don't really have a working PlayStation 1 at the moment, but I just kind of figured, you know what, me being a SpongeBob fanatic, and I saw this for like $7 over there, I was like, you know what, well, let's get it, maybe I'll use it for a video in the future. You never know. I also signed up for a Nickelodeon All Star Brawl tournament to show off my very impressive skills. After all, I have beaten Dave Ace 4 times of the 400 matches we played. I've never signed for a tournament before. Like, I'm really bad at all video games in general. If there's a game that I really want to try this for, it's Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. So when I saw the tournament was a thing at the convention, I signed up for it right away, and I actually spent a good amount of the convention just practicing for the tournament. So I just like played it tons and like really tried my best to like up my SpongeBob game. And after all that hard work, all that stress, all that anxiety, it all came down to this very moment, and I lost my first match.
Oh my god, no! You got it? That's me. Yeah, he got it.
It was a fun time though, honestly. Like, a lot of really cool people there. I actually got to meet a bunch of really good Nickelodeon All Star Brawl players over there. But by far, my favorite thing about this convention was all the amazing people I got to meet over there. I actually met up with some people that watch this channel, so it's like, whoa, beautiful humans in real life. That's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I met a couple of people that actually watched this channel, got some pictures of them. One of them was actually the person that I was able to send the fun edition of Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated to, so that was really cool to see him and kind of see how grateful he was of getting that package and stuff. It was really great, and I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing people in real life that actually watch my channel. Like, the thing about doing YouTube is that it's such an isolated thing sometimes. I mean, you're just here in your room, like just working on content and just trying to get it out as much as you can, and you don't actually really get to see with your very own eyes realize like the impact that it has on people. So to get to go to these conventions and actually just be recognized and get told that people like your videos and such is just such a really wild experience that I will never get used to. But thank you to anyone who's ever watched my channel, like even for like 10 seconds, and you realize that it was shit and just like left the channel forever. Like, thank you so much for even giving me the time of day. That's all I can really ask for at this point, because there's millions of people on this platform and you all decided to just give my videos a watch. So, you know, all I can do is just sit in my spongy bodily self and just give you, you know, the best content I possibly can give you. So thank you. I also ran into Garrulous64, old friend of mine, and I gave him some really great advice.
When you go to the bathroom, it's all about the technique. It's all about the...
My technique is my business, pal.
But I also got to meet some of my biggest YouTube idols here at this convention, so I got to get pictures with like Some Call Me Johnny, Kadikarus, and Scott the Woz. And the most amazing and absolutely unbelievable thing happened at this convention, and it was the fact that when I went up to Scott the Woz, you know, to just get my picture taken, say a few nice things to him and such, he actually pointed out that I made YouTube videos. And if you don't believe me, then here's the video footage himself, because I decided to record it because I'm like, oh, I kind of want to share this for my video, so maybe there'll be something interesting that comes out of it, and there definitely was.
Oh my gosh, it's Scott the Woz.
You're entering the cosplay contest?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. No, I'm just a sponge. I'm an actual sponge.
Do you run a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, were you like big on like the Battle for Bikini Bottom
Yes!
stuff? Yeah,
Yeah.
I recognize you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is insane. That is insane. You know, if I was like an actual sponge, you know how sponge would melt into cheese or like liquid, that's how I would, that's what I would do right now.
Come on, dude, you can do so much stuff right now instead of going to a video game convention.
Oh my gosh.
You can go to the museum, you can be
Oh.
taxes.
Oh, that's so...
You could be at NASA right now.
Oh, you know.
Studying you.
That's great, you know, but I just go home and just binge all the SpongeBob stuff I can, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like now there's stuff.
Oh,
Got a lot of free
Oh, there's so much good stuff here.
Yeah, but you can take whatever you want. We won't care.
Oh, I'll just take the entire countertop if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So that is really crazy to me, because Scott the Woz is by far like my biggest YouTube inspiration. I mean, there was a good phase of my channel where I was making videos that were pretty much trying to mimic what he was doing, and I still kind of do that every now and then, but I'm more so kind of settled into like a happy medium between like newsy videos and like just being stupid. But yes, the fact that Scott the Woz had watched like my Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated videos is actually really crazy, because I'm like, I don't think I realized just like how big that game was for my channel. I mean, when that game was up and about and such, like I was like on that game like 24/7. Like I basically report on every single thing imaginable about that game, and I really became like a big hub for that game. And it was just really crazy to realize that Scott the Woz like was actually interested in like watching videos on my channel around that time. So that's really cool, and it kind of got me thinking that, you know, something that I'm really passionate about with this channel is just talking about like licensed games. I think licensed games are just like a hidden treasure within the video game industry, and a lot of people just don't look at them very highly because, I mean, they're licensed games, and so they have a unfortunate reputation of just being rushed like cash grabs from many companies. But there's always those rare gems that are in that pile, and those rare gems are some of the best experiences you could ever have as a kid, because there's nothing more appealing than the idea of getting to play like a game with your favorite television characters and having it actually be like a really great experience. I mean, SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom, The Simpsons Hit and Run, the Spider-Man games. I mean, so many great licensed games came out during our childhood, despite all the crappy ones that came out. And you know, it just helps you to see your favorite television film characters in a way that, you know, those mediums don't provide for you. It just kind of got me thinking that like I really want to like sink into that a lot more of this channel going forward. I mean, I'm having such a blast covering like Nickelodeon All Star Brawl and Multiverses right now. I think they're such great games to just like really give some attention to, and I think I just want to like really like helm in on that. So I have some plans for the channel in the future that I'm excited to announce one day, but I really want to like plan it out and actually like make it seem like something I'm actually gonna go with before I actually like announce it. But just know that like I have a lot of plans to cover like older licensed games too that you may or may not have played, so just keep an eye out for that. I'll definitely be back with some updates in the near future. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. So that was just like kind of my recap of Too Many Games 2022. It was such a great experience. It was very magical because of that one experience with Scott the Woz in particular. Like, I'm just such a huge fan. Like, I'm just really, really grateful that he had even like heard of me and actually recognized me. So that's really awesome. And when I'm in this SpongeBob costume, I feel like I can do anything. You know, if I want to jump off the cliff and survive, then I think I can do it. But just thank you all so much for supporting this channel. And, like, thank you so much for watching. If you got into this point of the video, then like you really are a true fan. So thank you so much. And just, yeah, stay spongy, and I'll catch y'all next time. This is Riders, riding out. Ouch.